You guys could probably tell that I watched K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix by just looking at my profile picture. And once I saw that this movie had K-pop in the name, I knew that one way or another, K-pop fans would drag it into drama. Let's see some tweets, shall we? This person here is Maggie Kang, and just like her description says on Twitter, she is one of the directors at Sony Animations and is one of the main people to have worked on the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. Well, in a recent interview, the interviewers were asking her about her inspirations for the characters. Specifically, we're gonna focus on Rumi, which is the protagonist of the movie. Now, in one of these interviews, Maggie was asked if Rumi was inspired by Jennie from Blackpink. After this, a lot of people started tweeting about how Rumi basically looks exactly the same as Jennie and how she's the perfect inspiration for this character, yada yada yada. At the same time, other people were comparing Rumi to different idols and saying that she's possibly inspired by multiple people, not just Jennie. But the Blinks got defensive and they totally disagreed because, according to Maggie, Rumi was just inspired by Jennie, no one else. Right? Well, no. Because shortly after this, Maggie came out with a tweet of her own where she specified that although Rumi was partially inspired by Jennie, she only said yes in the interview because she was directly asked, and that Rumi and multiple other characters in the movie were all inspired by different idols all at once, not just Jennie in Rumi's case. And it's safe to say that Blinks were not happy with that response.
No one gives a fuck about this show before you and your team used Jennie for clout. You bitterness, ugly, purple, whale, bitch. Go and fuck yourself and this ugly ass show. You messed with the wrong fandom, you piece of shit. I hope nobody hires this bitch ever again, because what do you mean you're openly creating a space for hate for Jennie, but not the other ones that were assumed to be the characters in your fuck-ass movie? Facepalm, facepalm. So they were using Jennie, Yoonwoo, Jimin, and other K-pop idols for clout all this time to make sure the movie won't be a flop? Oh, these insufferable people.
Now, I could keep adding tweets like this and we'd be here all day, all night, all evening, whatever. But I just used these 4 that were reposted by this user on Twitter, so thank you for that. But what's crazy to me is that Blinks are even up in arms because of this. Because what if this character wasn't solely inspired by Jennie? She was still partially inspired by her. Isn't that enough? And frankly, it's not the first time Blinks do something like this. Because whenever Blackpink has any sort of win, whatever it may be, for some reason, Blinks feel threatened when other people start talking about it. But I will not let this drama take over the fact that this movie is one of the greatest I've seen this year. And if you haven't watched it, I 100% recommend it because it'll have you happy, it'll have you crying, it'll have you mad, it'll have you dancing, singing, basically everything under the sun. Anyway, got a little off topic. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. But I guess that's all for me. This has been Panvity, where I talk about animated children's movies as if they were the Holy Grail. I will see y'all next time, whenever that is, and please make sure to check under your bed tonight because Blinks love it down there. Bye!